So I finally played Security Breach Ruin, and well, from a gameplay standpoint, it was brilliant. I really liked it. The double maps, everything, it was good. But I'm here to tell my whole opinion on it, and it's not very positive. So this is a quick disclaimer for you. If you love Security Breach or you love the new direction FNAF took, you should leave this video real quick, because this is not gonna be in a good taste for you, and you know, get out of here. Okay, anyways, so the gameplay wise, I want to start off positive because I don't want the whole video to be really negative. It was good. I played through it on stream, which you can watch in the live streams playlist, and I really liked it. It was fun. It was hello. For some parts challenging, but mostly it was really easy. No. It's a DLC, so you know, you don't expect too much from it. And yeah. So now we got through it. The story part. The story part for me wasn't the strongest, to say the least. I don't like the new direction FNAF took. I really don't. The sci-fi, oh my god, here comes William Afton again and again and again. I think it should have ended at Pizzeria Simulator.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection, and misfortune.
And dropped out the VR game as a spin-off, or you know, a standalone like collection of minigame. Like Scott said, he doesn't want the VR game to be irrelevant, and he had to think of a way to make it, you know, more interesting. But in my opinion, he should have not do that, because FNAF's story is so convoluted, so much of a brain scramble at this point that it's not worth it. So imagine like you're an old diehard FNAF fan, and you downloaded Security Breach after a long time, like you haven't really looked at it. This isn't my case, but imagine that. And you were introduced to this. This is the loading screen for Security Breach. A bright area with a golden Freddy statue. I mean, sure, looks cool, looks very cool, but after several burning downs of buildings and attractions, you would think Fazbear Entertainment would be really off the charts of being an actual relevant corporate entity, as they said in the ending of Pizzeria Simulator, which I'm gonna play now.
Thank you for your participation. There is no need for you to return to work next week, as Fazbear Entertainment is no longer a corporate entity.
And, you know, it must have been real hard hitting if you think about it. Like, you made multiple franchises, multiple attractions, multiple pizzerias, and it all turned out disastrous. Talking about a very specific person here, William Afton. He screwed things up for the company real bad, because in concept it would have worked for a while. Like, look at Chuck E. Cheese, it would have. But okay, I can excuse it for the story part. I liked it up until FNAF 4. because it was grounded. It was grounded in some hauntedness, some creepiness. And then sister location came out, and it's a whole another can of worms that I don't really want to open. I played through it on my free time, and it was not too hard, except for Night 4. Screw you, Night 4. But I am really sad that it started to change for the sci-fi approach. And then Pizzeria Simulator came out sometime later, which was a breath of fresh air for FNAF fans like me, because it kinda went back to the ground. I mean, it's still part of modern FNAF, but it finally wrapped up things, put an end to everything, and it was nice and tidy and really great, which I was really appreciative of at the time. Looking back, it was a major blue balling of the community of an ending, and finally figuring out the lore. But you know, Midnight Motors had to exist, and here we are. So, thinking about the last few developments of the franchise, it's a direction that doesn't sit well with me, and some people still like it. MatPat still makes videos of it, and it's successful, so it's not gonna change. They're not gonna go back to the ground zero, which is something I'm really sad about as well. I enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's as the creepy haunted series as it is. One of my favorite types of horror is psychological and something like that, you know. It, like, if you watch some actual horror movies, you find that the creepiness and the scare factor doesn't come from the jump scares. It comes from a story which tells a tragedy, and you can see the effect of the tragedy on the world. And it doesn't have to have a happy ending. FNAF was one of the few horror franchises which endings I liked, because it had not too much of a happy ending. It's a neutral ending in FNAF 6 Pizzeria Simulator, but after that it fell off for me, and I watched a lot of security breach content, and I tried to, you know, dodge Ruin, because Ruin looked like it's gonna go back to the creepy factor after a long time of it not being creepy or anything like that at all. Like, imagine the scary game and it became a children's horror game. And then I played Ruin, and it was creepier than Security Breach, a lot creepier. But in the beginning, after the mask has been introduced, it was a completely different direction for me to actually be a part of something that's related to FNAF. I don't care about the story anymore, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about it. And I respect your opinion, but this is mine. I just wanted to tell you, and have a nice one. And thanks for watching the video. Goodbye.